Hey there, it's Ruby Lee, and welcome to the Fix Your Grown Up podcast, the audio companion for the book Fix Your Grown Up, dropping on April 15th, 2025. This show is your toolkit for reclaiming your inner spark and transforming your life. Inside the book, you'll find powerful journaling sections in every chapter to help you reflect and reset, hilarious mental health parodies that keep things real and light, and the groundbreaking happy mindset theory to help you tune into your natural joy. If you love a structured approach with a dash of humor, think clear strategy mixed with some playful insights, you're in the right place. For more details and to grab your copy, head over to www.drtuepenz.com. Let's fix our grown-ups and get our happy on.
Man, think about it. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna stop. Once you turn 18, that's your official rebirth. No, listen. Cary, you know more young people that have turned. Listen. You know more young people that have turned 18 than me.
Some niggas don't even get to the rebirth because.
Man, it don't even matter. You can't help it but to go through it.
25 with the rebirth.
No, that's another birth.
No.
But 18, you just basically a baby adult.
For sure.
And that's all I'm saying.
You're not even an adult. You're just a fucking baby with adult responsibility.
Exactly. Baby adult. It's all good. So, welcome to the Fix Your Grown Up podcast, live on the corner in Birchville, New York. You know, your host, Dr. Tuepenz, you know, my mans in them. Got Ruby Lee in the fucking building.
We're from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the east side.
Drew is.
Stand up.
Drew is.
Spencer, Oklahoma,
Drew Brown is from Oklahoma City. But me, Dr. Tuepenz, I'm from Birchville, New York.
You know what it is.
I done seen a lot. Mad murders. I done took a whole pack.
We're going to have to bleep just bullshit out. Can we start this podcast, please?
Absolutely. We're going to talk. We're going to start about, we got our first question. You know, they be sending us questions, and I'm glad. Yo, shout out to everybody sending in questions. If you got a question, if you got a problem, hit me. You send me a question. You can post it on the page as a what they call it?
Podcast questions.
Podcast question or what's the other thing? A recommendation, and you can post anonymous. It don't have to be your name, but these people decided to share their names, and they ain't giving out no very major information. But this is Jesse Siegfried. Shout out to Jesse Siegfried. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. Let's see what he say. So he says, I often feel defensive when someone points out my mistakes. How can I learn to accept accountability without feeling attacked? Ooh, shit.
You. First of all, stop acting like a bitch. And now you feel attacked. But don't hear what I'm not saying. The problem with motherfuckers is.
This thing's stupid.
Why you laughing? I'm serious.
I know.
I'm serious.
Hit him, man.
How do I feel? I often feel defensive when someone points out my mistakes. But how do I learn to accept accountability without feeling attacked? Stop acting like a bitch. Man. Get your emotions out of the fucking equation. You just fucking said you made a mistake. First of all, how hard is it to own up to a mistake? So if you own up, if you have the ability or the self accountability to own up to your fucking mistake, then how can you feel attacked? Because you already know you made the mistake. If you feel attacked, that means you're not really taking self accountability, and your emotions are overcoming yourself, and that's what sometimes I like to call a bitch. So that's just me. I'm sorry, Mom.
And look, we talking about BETCH.
I'm talking about BITCH.
No, let's keep it. That's a female dog. We don't talk about bitches because I've been a bitch sometime in my life, and I didn't like that about myself, so I changed it.
BETCH, what you call it?
So bitch, and that's applicable to males and females.
And it's a person letting emotions overcome your fucking sensibility and logic.
Come on now, define that shit, nigga. Define that. Bitch It's whatever you want it to be.
He got the answer. He put the answer in his own question.
But that's what happened because Jesse
is still bitched up.
Jesse a blue.
Or a bitch.
Don't be a blue bitch, Jesse. Don't feel attacked. The first thing you need to stop doing as a man is feeling. Stop feeling shit. You know what I mean? Accountability, it's not about blame. It's about self-reflection.
He said, point out my mistakes without feeling attacked.
Man, because they don't understand. This is the first step towards your growth. People, the first step, man, let's talk about it. Excuse me.
I fucked up.
The first step is the hardest step.
Don't tell me I fucked up.
But the first step
that hurt my feelings because
think
I'm
about
a bitch.
it. So I see some shit on Facebook, right? And you work out, nigga.
I'm gonna stop using bitch.
But no, fuck that. BTCH. We talking about the regular general. It's not a curse word. Our bitch ain't no curse word.
Unless
it's not that word. Whatever you want to take it. But if we say it, if me say it or you say it, it ain't a curse word.
It's a learning tool,
nigga. It's the first step, and the first step is the hardest step. And something I saw on Facebook earlier was somebody was talking about lifting weights, and he was talking about, hey, you ain't tired because you weak or nothing like that. You tired because you don't do shit. Also, you out of shape.
Also, you tired because you let your mind overtake what's best for you. And sometimes you got to understand that our mind has a warning signal that our body sometimes can adhere to, but our body is designed to go way past our mind's warning sign. Some Absolutely. Of you bitch ass niggas
BTC
fucking adhere to the mind's warning and can't push past that because you too caught up in your bitch assness. So,
and that's why you end up lacking. And then,
I don't know.
And that's why you mad.
We started off crazy on this podcast.
Yeah, we did. We was talking some shit.
Shout out to Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. Hope that
I hope
helps.
you didn't feel attacked.
Yeah, because we not attacking you.
I'm sorry, mama.
Look, you said it's mama. Look, it's been a long night. Pause that. Bitch. Let's pause that. Now I'm going to start this whole shit over.
Nigga came out crazy.
Next question, goddammit. I'm talking my nigga Wade. My nigga Wade Lutman. Wade Lutman? Lutman?
I got this one, man. What's one practical way to turn a mistake into a lesson that truly drives personal growth? I like this one better than Jesse, bitch. I'm gonna let you touch on this pause.
No, man. I always go back to, we can talk about the book, Basketball is Business. That was a good pause, though. You paused it. You caught yourself. You got to pause that. Basketball is business. I've been told that when I'm on the court, when I make a mistake, man, this is a great conversation for us to have. Because when we play basketball together, I've been on the court with this nigga Cary, and I made a mistake. I mean, even if I make the shot, it's still a mistake because it wasn't the right play. It was just a good, I just made it because I'm pretty good. Nonetheless, we playing against regular people. We talking about pickup ball. So I want Cary to get to talking into my level of basketball skill once I start talking all that shit. Because I be talking like I'm a nigga that played in the pros. But I'm not. Nonetheless, when I make a mistake and I hear the feedback, like, nigga, you could have swung the ball up top to get an open shot. I'm like, damn, you right. Next time down, I'm going to consider that. And it's going to make me a better player because let's say I'm coming on the court and I draw two defenders on me and I swing the ball to the open man. He hits the shot. That's personal growth. I get an assist and my team gets points. Now, when I come back down, the defense won't double team me. They'll guard their man. Then I'll swing the ball again. Then they might double team the person who just made the shot. And you know what they'll do? They'll pass the ball back to me because we have established trust.
Everybody don't play basketball with I think that that's a decent.
Everybody watch basketball analogy.
Though. One thing, Wade, is, man.
But that's personal growth though.
What is your goal?
He gonna match to them goals.
Ask yourself that question.
Well, shit. When it comes to basketball, my goal is to score as many points as I can.
I don't know anyone that has goals that doesn't make mistakes. Mistakes are here purposefully. Did I say that correctly? Sometimes it's
Purposefully.
Yeah.
That sound right.
We were drinking a lot too. Purposefully. For all you English majors.
Man, fuck.
I was about to go on a tangent for all you spell checking motherfuckers. But anyway.
Blasting on y'all.
What's your goal? If your goal is to achieve great things, you got to understand that through that achievement is learning from mistakes and growing from mistakes and understanding that some mistakes you got to go through yourself and some mistakes you should learn from other people. So, I mean, that's really the gist of it all that I have. But basketball analogies and all that things set aside are also very as well.
Right. Don't discredit the guard, GAWD. But yeah, Wade, we hope that gives you some insight on something that help you take your mistakes to drive you for your professional growth.
But going back to his basketball analogy before we get to the next one, sometimes for y'all basketball people out there, man, sometimes you got to understand the difference between being able to hoop and being able to win.
Championship basketball.
It's a lot of people that can hoop, but it ain't a lot of people that know how to win.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. It's a difference.
One of my favorite players in the world is Russell Westbrook. And he is a bona fide hooper. Relentless.
He about to go there.
Always gives 100% effort. But that motherfucker would never
win. Better stop right now. You better stop with that basketball blasphemy.
He's one of my favorite players in the world. He is a winner. But he'll never win.
Because he around a bunch of losers.
He'll never win.
Look at all those losers he around.
Because he has such a hooper's mindset.
Man.
That he never tapped into what it takes to win.
If you put me on it, because he ain't around no winners.
In regard to his name. That's a whole nother sports conference.
We're going to let it go.
We're going to let it go.
We tap
shout
into
out to Russell Westbrook, man. For the
real.
City, man. He's one of the greatest. Shout out to Russell Westbrook, man.
I love that number 4. I love that 4.
I like the 0 too.
I like the 4. I like that 4.
Shout out to Russell, man.
Shout out to the 4 clubs.
I probably offended you, and I greatly apologize.
Man, look, Red. Hey, fuck all that. If we played together, we could have won that chip when you was down here in OKC, my nigga. I would have been there with you.
Next question, please.
Look, we got Tatiana Bonham. Where these people coming from? That's a different type of name. Bonham. Tatiana. So she says, can you share an example of how being accountable changed someone's life for the better?
That would be from a black woman named Tatiana. She got to be black. Hey,
slow down, buddy. That's toxic masculinity.
That is such a Tatiana type question.
But you want to touch on that?
I'm gonna let you go. I'm processing the Tatiana and the self-accountability questions. Crazy.
I mean, essentially, what she wants to know is, how we leverage self-accountability to create stable platforms for achieving what we talked about, what you talk about, long-term goals.
So this is,
you know what I'm saying?
So my problem the first thing that comes to mind is when I look at this particular question, I hear this particular question, the only question, I have to answer a question with a question again. Here I go again, right? Like, how could the opposite be beneficial? How can the lack of being accountable be a positive for a person's life? Who is unaccountable for themselves and prosperous?
I ain't gonna say that. Nobody.
Who?
The people who got parents that got bread, shit.
And that man, sometimes we put too much onus on wealth.
Money. No.
Money.
What I'm saying is they can afford to make mistakes.
That's it. They can just get afford to pay for their mistakes.
That's simply it.
But they don't make
them better. Yeah, they don't make them like they just shit. But they can just afford to fuck
Tatiana,
up. Tatiana.
First of all, self-accountability should be a base, right? Let's just start there. Sometimes some things are other people's fault, and they hold more weight on the fault side than you. But we still have to look within ourselves. We still do.
Because it's you that's doing you.
We are unique individuals placed here by God uniquely. So That's where we at. I'm triggered.
Look, and essentially, look, nigga, what you over here doing? Look, Tatiana, journal. You need to get in your daily routine, and I'm going back to basketball because basketball is business. Daily routine practices. In order for Steph Curry to be able to do what he do a lot of practice. He did a lot of practice before he got there. He do a lot of practice while he there. So you got to have different things that you're doing that is going to help you achieve your long-term goals. Now, if you're in your car and you're headed north and you need to be heading west, but you keep heading north, you know, you got to hold yourself accountable for heading north when you could have headed west.
Don't be caught up in the 75% of women in America that don't have self-accountability.
Look, we ain't fit to touch that. I'm going to start shooting up in this bitch in a minute, nigga.
That's violent.
I got the blicky in the fucking box of briefs.
How do you balance holding yourself accountable with the need to be compassionate towards yourself when things don't go as planned? That's a great question.
Nigga, first of all, don't be compassionate about shit.
Wow. We better throw this episode out with
I'm playing. I had to say that. I like to talk. I had to get a little reckless. I like to talk reckless.
That's the best question in the
I like to talk reckless. But I mean that though. Like, being accountable to me is being compassionate for yourself, because it's the ultimate level of self-awareness. And in the book, Fix Your Grown Up, you know, I talked about accountability is yours and yours only. Even if somebody try to give you accountability, it's up. You still got to take it, whether somebody give it to you or not. You still got it. You can't avoid it. You got to take it. You got to accept it. So when things don't go as planned, just know that no matter what doesn't go planned or unplanned, you still accountable for that shit.
It's also building self-confidence.
Right. And go back to acting like a bitch.
And doing the things that can get you to a place where you are okay with understanding what is for me will be.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that sounds so cliche and things of that nature, but it's a true thing. What is for me will be. And I have the confidence and understanding that God put me here for a reason, and I am who I am, and I will be who I will be, which means the things that are for me will be for fucking me. But it takes a level of accountability, self-confidence, and all a myriad of other things that we can work on to get us to that particular point to where we are okay. We are okay with that statement and leading forward in our lives with that. So, I mean, all the things that my co-host has said tonight.
Nigga, I'm the host. Ain't call me co-host. I'm the host.
I don't know.
Man, nah, I'm just talking. But no, on the real though, Bert, holding yourself accountable, you know, is being compassionate to yourself, because at the end of the day, you know, nobody got to be with you but you. When nobody else is around, it's just you and you.
The key word for tonight is balance, people.
Balance. You're right.
I know I called the individual earlier and I attacked him for being a bitch. Right.
Sometimes it happens. That's on the previous episode.
Balance.
Everything has to have balance, no matter what your color is. That's what the book is about. Balance, taking the colors to balance yourself out so you don't turn into a blue bitch.
That's crazy. Ruby, please.
Ruby, get us out of here. Look, one book, one mind to change a generation of...
All right, folks, that's our deep dive into how accountability changes lives. Remember, accountability isn't about beating yourself up. It's about stepping up, owning your journey, and turning those mistakes into stepping stones for success. Think of it like adding that secret ingredient to your favorite recipe. It transforms everything from bland to brilliant. So if you ever feel like you're stuck in a cycle of excuses, just hit that reset button and remind yourself, I'm in charge of my story. Thanks for tuning in, keep owning your actions, and I'll catch you next time on the Fix Your Grown Up podcast.
Muslims selling my people pork, single cigarettes and beer, they probably think my people poor. Arabs at the corner store built a restaurant and a laundromat. We ain't poor, we pay for that, on the same blocks where we banging at. Arabs at the corner store, they getting rich in the hood, bro. $20 on pump 2.